Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Marshall, and first of all, I want to thank you so much for being here. I know you have lots of other things to do with your time, and I really appreciate your time, taking the time today to look at this video. It's going to be a video about summer outfits and summer capsule wardrobes for 2025. I think you're going to like it. It's really fun. But anyway, I should tell you a little bit about myself first of all. I am a 68-year-old I can't believe it, retired dermatologist. So I started a blog a couple of years ago just for fun when I retired, and I've turned it into a blog business. And it's really fun. And so what happens is I've always loved clothes. I've always loved fashion. I've always loved, thinking of different ways to wear things, even from the days when I was a very poor medical student, putting myself through school. And so I was always trying to figure out how I could make another outfit out of the pieces I had, because goodness knows I didn't have a lot of stuff. So now I think it's really fun to help others with ideas, because many of my girlfriends, they'll say, oh, I got this top and I think it's really cute, but I only wear it with these pants, or I have this, this dress and I don't know how to wear it any differently than it is, things like that. And I'm all excited about, oh, what about trying it with this? What about trying it with that? Have you thought about this? And they're always so surprised, because some people's brain works that way and some people don't. And mine just does. So I'm going to tell you today about some pieces that I put together for just sort of a basic wardrobe. Now, these outfits will take you through spring and summer, and even into early fall, because they're kind of basic mix and match pieces. And the good news is, you don't have to buy them all. Odds are you have a lot of these things in your closet. I mean, most of us have got a pair of jeans in our closet. Most of us have a t-shirt. Most of us have a white shirt. And most of us have some basic stuff. So I'm always going to give you suggestions for things if you miss a piece, but don't worry. So the plan is this. I'm going to today go through these 23 pieces of items that, I think can make a million different outfits. And then what I'm going to do is, then I will actually have in the little description box below here, there's a big box, and it'll just say, it'll tell you a little bit about a capsule wardrobe, and then it'll say, here's the link to my blog, and you could click on it and you could go to my blog and just see other stuff. It'll also say, here's the link to this capsule wardrobe blog. And when you go there, you'll actually see all the pieces that are there, which is really kind of exciting. So you can just say, oh, I'm wondering about that one. I don't know all this stuff, but I'm really interested in this particular top. And it'll actually give you the links to the items. And I try as often as possible to use the exact items I have, but sometimes they're from a couple years ago, because that's the nature of my clothing. It kind of goes through the years, and I can reuse it, which is nice. But so I have to find something similar. But if you have something similar, well, just use it. You don't have to have the exact same thing. It's really important, because many times people are like, oh my gosh, if I don't have this exact piece, it's not going to look as cute. Probably it's going to look great, because if that piece fits you and is not damaged or soiled or kind of irreparable, then it's going to work. So just try it. And with these pieces, with these ideas, use my ideas as inspiration. So today we're just going to talk about outfits in kind of a casually fun way. But then what I'm going to do over the next couple of days is there will be, if you just keep following along on this YouTube video, there'll be another video. And there will also be another blog post. There'll be several that are going to talk about, here's 15 ways to wear this. Here's 17 of this. So I'll give you a collection of outfits, and I'll actually have a drawing of. I'll actually have either I'll be wearing them frequently, or I will have an outfit put together like they do. And like when you go to a store, it says, how do you wear this? It'll have the shirt and the pants lined up, and you go, oh, that's a good way to do it. Because so often people can't think that way. They just don't know how to do that. And they just think, oh, I'll have to go buy this exact outfit and wear this exact way. And I'm here to show you that you can mix and match it in a cute way and look great, I promise. So the key to that is to find pieces that you love. So one of the things I would suggest you do is just listen, just kind of relax, listen to me talk about all these different ideas and outfits, and say, oh yeah, I think I could probably do that. And just know that they're going to look cute on you because the pieces already fit you. Whatever pair of white jeans you bought, they're going to fit you. And if they don't fit you, then you need to go get jeans that fit you. But the key is to just say, how can I put this jeans on in a way that is a little different than just always wearing it with that one pink shirt? That kind of thing. All right, so let's go. Let me just show you the pieces today, and I'll give you a little tickle about things on how I'm going to, how I would put them together in lots of different ways. But this is just a kind of overview. So don't worry. You can watch it again if you want to. But the pieces will all be there. So just relax and it'll be fine. And you'll even see when you see my list of products that sometimes I gave you several choices. And that's because sometimes I know that something might be low in stock, or I know that some people might prefer a V-neck to a round neck, and I'll bring that up as we go along. So don't worry, just relax. Okay, so here we go. So I divided the capsule pieces. So capsule wardrobe was started back in the 1940s when people were trying to figure out how to buy less clothing and put it together in ways that were kind of practical. And Donna Karan also had a resurgence of that in the 70s with I think it was called our 7 Easy Pieces. So we're going to just show you how, again, remember, I'm a retired dermatologist. I live in California half the time and I live in Chicago. So I'm mostly in warmer weather, but I also, I experience fall. I experience, a minimal winter. So most of my clothes will have layers to them. And of course, I'm not here in California when it's 130, and I'm not in Chicago when it's minus 30. So I have a narrower range, but I still have all those clothes because, for many years I lived in Chicago, and that's where I practiced dermatology for 35 years. Okay, so let's go. Here we go. So let's go for pants first. So what would be some great basic pants? And usually, so I'm going to start with that. So on my list, and you'll see this, so don't worry, you're not writing it down. I would start with a pair of white jeans. And white jeans are great because they go with lots of different things. So here's a pair of white jeans. They're just, this happens to be a straight leg jean. These are, I've got a pair by Madewell. I love Madewell jeans, but there's Madewell, Talbots. For us over 50 women, Madewell, Talbots are two great places. Nordstrom's as well, all really great jeans. And even J. Crew Factory can have some great jeans. So what you want is it to fit comfortably. So make sure that the rise isn't too high, that it drives you crazy. Make sure that it feels that you feel you're cute in it. And don't be afraid to alter things. Don't be afraid that alterations are your best friends, because all of us think, oh my gosh, these jeans don't fit me. They're too loose in the waist. If I get them to fit my hips, you always buy the area that is your biggest area, and then you get it altered to fit, because nobody fits into all these sizes that are in the stores. So don't worry. Okay, so that's the first thing. A pair of white jeans, any white jeans. It could be straight legs or flared or whatever one you like. And whatever you feel the cutest in is fine. Even skinny for those of you that still like skinny. But don't be afraid to try some of the others. They still look good. Okay. All right. So next, so white jeans, of course, are going to go, and I'll show you how in a minute. Okay. Then this is just a pair of jeans. Okay. Again, this is a pair of straight leg jeans, and these I think I might be Talbots, but I think I might have linked a pair. Not sure if I love Talbots or Madewell. Doesn't matter. This is sort of a medium wash. I like medium wash. I like dark wash. I even like light wash in the summertime, but I don't think it's as flattering as the darker washes. I think most of us look better in those. I think you look trimmer when you're in a pair of jeans that are like this. And I like that it doesn't have a lot of that whiskering where it's lighter here, because again, that looks more flattering if our fullness in our thighs. So a little pair of denim jeans. Again, that's going to be a good basic. These are just basic things that will go with other tops you'll see. Okay, now linen pants. Oh, I've had these for a long time. These ones were from Old Navy, but I think I think I showed you a pair from Quince and maybe from Everlane. But don't worry, I gave you current links. And the reason why linen pants are cute is that they breathe really well, they travel well, they wrinkle a little bit, but it's not obnoxious, especially when they're in a kind of a full cut like this. So this is kind of like a jean, only softer and easier and more airy. And if you're not a person who likes shorts, linen pants are a great choice, for a party or for, going out. And you can wear them to work if you have, if your place isn't too dressy. Okay, now this is a pair of olive joggers, and joggers, they're still in, but they're not as popular. So what I linked on the link was a pair of olive, which is, these are all neutral colors. Everything I've shown you will go with all the other pieces, believe it or not. These are, whose are these? I don't remember. These might have been Talbots. But I linked a couple other pairs because there's even a pair of ankle pants, because some people prefer an ankle pant to that banded leg. I like both. So this is a really cute pair of olive pants. And then the last pair of pants in my little wardrobe is this one. I just found these. I think they're so cute. These are from Banana. These are linen blend pants with a little bit of a drawstring. They call them pull-on. And this actually has a blue and maybe a black stripe in it. And just by the way, don't get hung up on the blue and black thing. If something's blue, you can wear it with black, and black, you can wear it blue. I'm not kidding. It works okay. Just think of it like jeans. Things go with jeans, things go with blue and black. So, all right, we got the pants. That's one category. The second category would just be shorts. If you hate shorts, don't worry. You can just skip over this and go back to the linen pants. But anyway, here's a pair of blue linen shorts, light blue. Here's a pair of black linen shorts. And so I've linked several. So again, I love how classic that can look. People think, shorts looking classic, how can that work? And one of the fun ways to do it is if you take let's say this little blue linen short, you can actually combine it with a blazer, like a little white blazer, and all of a sudden you've kind of made it into like a little businessy little suit. Look how cute that looks. So you put this together like this, and then on top you would probably do a t-shirt, for instance, either a white t-shirt, either a little white shirt, or a little white t-shirt, and that would look really cute as the underneath here. So I should kind of rearrange this here. So you have so you would basically have it like this, where you would take the t-shirt and then you'd layer it over the you would take the t-shirt underneath the jacket, which looks classy, and then you pop on the shorts. Okay, and look how cute that looks. And if you say, well, I hate shorts, then you just say, okay, then I would instead pop it on with, say, these linen pants. Okay, look how cute that looks. See how cute that looks? That looks really good. So this is kind of the kinds of stuff that I'm going to show you, and I'm actually going to draw out the outfits for you. You'll actually see me in them, and you'll see which shoes I would wear with that. And just by the way, I would wear a natural looking shoe with this, like a nude sandal, or a nude, or a nude loafer. So that would be something that I would put on with that. Okay, so there you go. So that's just a little sneak in ahead there. Okay, so now we're on. So we've already seen 5 pairs of pants, some shorts. Again, you hate shorts, then you just get more. You wear more of the pants. Okay, now let's go back over to here and see what's next. Okay, well, one of my favorite pieces is a blazer. This is a white linen blazer. And this is from J. Crew Factory. It's been out for years. This is actually a size 8. I usually about a 6 or an 8. And I love this blazer because it is plastic lines. It's linen. I love to roll the sleeves, and it's a great piece. You can wear it on your shoulders. Over your shoulders, looks really cute. Like, let's say you had a dress on, like a dress like this that we'll be talking about in a minute. Then you take this little kind of a tank dress, and then you just take the little jacket and you put it on like a real jacket, or you just drape it over your shoulders, and you look so classy. You look like you really, like you've got an outfit going on, and then you'd pop on a cute bag and you'd say, look how cute I am, because some basic pieces did that. So that's a great way to put that together. Okay, so now what? Let's see. Let's keep going here. All right, so we like this idea of a white blazer. It's been a classic piece, and I know every year you can typically find them at Talbot's. J. Crew Factory typically carries a white. Sometimes you'll find them at Loft. So those are all cute little basic pieces, a little white. I prefer a single-breasted. I think it's more slimming, but you get to decide. Okay, next piece that goes over the top would be this. This is the lady sweater. I love a lady sweater. This is a really cute one, and I am a fan of them because I think this one happens to be, by the way, is black and white stripe. But again, it works with the blue. Let me show you. See, because you're just going to assume that it's navy because that's what I put it with. But it still works. And so I love how sharp that looks. I love it. I love a lady's sweater with, I like it with white jeans. Okay, I think that looks really cute. And then again, and with that, you would kind of pair, some probably like a, sort of a nude little loafer. Look how cute that looks. So I think that looks great. You could also, instead, you could wear it with a Mary Jane, if you're into Mary Janes, which I am. Ooh, hold on. Like this. Okay, so that's kind of a cute look. So we're going to actually do a whole session on shoes and accessories after the probably tomorrow. Okay, so this is a great little set of pieces. I think that's so cute. And so now we're showing you how to, again, I'm just peeking at some ideas, but I'll have way more ideas for each piece as we go. Okay, so what's the third jackety top piece? This is just such a great one. This is a cargo jacket. And the one I linked, this one, it was a Talbot's one, but the one I linked is even better. It's a Nordstrom one, and it's so classy. It looks like a much more higher end one. And so I just didn't have it here. I have it at my other house. But olive, again, is such a great color. For a lot of us, it's considered a neutral, and I think it's really sharp. I never liked it, when I was a practicing physician, I didn't think it looked that good. But as my hair got gray, I really liked it. I think it looks really good. And I think lots of people's coloring looks good with olive. I was surprised. Okay, so anyway, so an olive jacket is a great piece, goes really well with all white underneath it. And the white, like like we talked about, like the white, top, the white little, the white little, blouse. This blouse, by the way, is called a short sleeve blouse, or it's also called a popover. So, and I linked a really cute one. So I love, who I love on the tops and separate pieces is Quince and Everlane, two really cool companies with lots of, great pieces, high quality, cute, great prices. Okay, so here is the whole white, the little look of this this olive jacket with all white. So what we call that, just by the way, just something that makes you look really sharp, is for you to know about wearing 2 out of 3 of your pieces the same color. So this look, using a pair of white jeans, for instance, and a white top, or a white, blouse, long sleeve shirt, or or any kind of a white piece like that. When you do that white thing, then so that those 2 pieces together, that's considered a column. A column of white. And I'm 5'4", and so when you have something that's all one color, like even this little, look at this cute little outfit I'm wearing right now. This is a little short set. I think they're fun. They wear around, and so this is a cute one. I like it because it has that little panel. But this little outfit, it makes you look all in one color, and so your eye doesn't have to break up at your waist, so you tend to look a little bit taller and a little bit leaner, and that's really cute. So this is the white column dressing, and then with the white column, you would take the white column and you would put it on, under this little jacket, and you'd have this, and you'd have a really cute outfit. You're thinking, well, I know you're thinking, it looks okay, but it's not that much fun. So the key is, don't worry, I'm all about fun. So then what you would do is, the key to make this look really cute is to accessorize it. So the way you would accessorize this particular outfit, if you were me, is you would take it and you might add say a hat, really cute little Panama hat. Look how cute this is. It's already looking better. Okay, and then what else? And then you would also consider using a crossbody bag. Oh, this bag has stood me in such good stead. I'm so glad Patricia Nash keeps making it. It's actually, they call it an organizer. And I love this bag. Oh, let me turn it around. So, okay, we go this way. Yeah, this is I've had this for years, and it's such a great little bag. Crossbody bags are so fun. And I would wear this and this and this. Look how cute we're looking. Okay, there we go. It's so cute. And then what else would I do with that? Okay, so remember, it's the white column, little brown accessories, and then I would probably pop on, say, a sandal. Like a little bit of this is called a brown, light brown, or sometimes they call it a natural sandal. So see how that kind of picks up the natural of the bag. So don't worry, I'm just giving you ideas. So just kind of follow along with me and say, oh my goodness, this lady's crazy. But I'm going to keep watching her. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so that's that's a third piece in our little toppers. We had the white blazer, the striped one, and then the olive one. Okay, so then are there any other pieces that you should have for that third piece? We call it a third piece when it's the thing that kind of goes over, it's like, usually a lot of times we have a top, a shirt, or a t-shirt, a tank, and pants. Then the third piece is, a sweater or a jacket or a blazer or a trench, things of that nature. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Let me show you. I'm trying to make this as good as I can. Okay, so here's another topper. This is someone that people overlook, but it's such a great piece. This is a cardigan, and so a cotton cardigan or a cashmere cardigan, and one of my favorite companies for that, J. Crew Factory has great ones, and Quince, they have really great ones. And so this can be worn just, again, over the pieces. So let's say you were wearing, you'd want to wear like the striped shorts, the linen shorts, and then you had on a white t-shirt. Okay, you're thinking, okay, well, that's cute, kind of, it's okay. But then what you would do is you take the sweater and you would tie it, for instance. You could, first of all, you could wear it just like a regular cardigan, or you could do what I like to do, which is I love to do this. This is one of my favorite looks. I feel very, classic in this, and that is I take the little cardigan and I just tie it around my neck like this. And look how cute this looks. So now you brought in the little black in two places. Remember, we want to do that. We want to kind of pull together things with, one piece and another piece. And look how cute that looks. That looks so cute together. Again, if you don't like shorts, you can wear just black pants. But look how cute that looks. And at that point, you could wear, you could wear a brown bag, you could wear a black bag, or a natural bag. Would all be cute. So this is just a cute way to put this together. And if you wanted it to be more of a casual look, of course, then you could pop on, say, like a sneaker, So that would be really a cute little, fun look for, going to your grandkids, basketball game or baseball game, things of that nature. Okay, so we're doing great. We've gone through almost all the categories of basic pieces. Oh, wait, I want to show you this one. I forgot this one. Oh my gosh. How could I forget this? This jean jacket. I am such a fan of a jean jacket. I have them in denim. I have them in white. I even have a hot pink one. But for basic stuff, I think this is a great buy. This is a J. Crew Factory one. Great price. And I love it because it goes with so many pieces. So look how cute this looks with this. Doesn't this look so cute? I think that looks great. So if I was wearing this, I would pop on, for instance, either a white t-shirt under here, or if I wanted a little contrast, I might put the navy on. So I take the navy t-shirt, and then I would, so here's the navy t-shirt under this little, so here's a little, navy under here just for a little bit of relief here. And then I'd pop on this really cute pair of pants. And I think I would look so cute because look at that little interest in those pants, little stripe. So cute, so classy, so classic. So a jean jacket, though, goes with so many things. A jean jacket, would go, jean jacket and a white t-shirt is just kind of like, like peanut butter and jelly. They just go. So here's the white. Here's your basic white shirt, white t-shirt, right? Look at how cute is that? That's perfect. Does that look good with those linen pants? Does that look good with those linen pants? Let's take a look. Yes, it does. It looks very interesting and cute and fun and sharp. But let's say you're like, well, I'm not brave enough to wear stripes. Then you say, okay, well then just put it on with the white jeans. Okay, how good is that? That is very good. So that's so cute. Okay, and let's say you say, well, I want a little bit of zhuzh to that because it's just white. Then you might take a little bit of a scarf, a little bit of a bandana, and pop that up at the neck. Look at how cute you're looking. Okay, that's looking great. Or you say, you know what? I'm going to be at that baseball game. I know it's going to be dirty when I'm sitting there on those benches. Then instead, wear the olive on the bottom. See what I'm saying? Look at how cute you're going to look. And you're going to be practical. And you're going to be the coolest grandma around, which is obviously a goal of mine. So there you go. So we're almost done. Okay, I talked about dresses. I usually talk about my slip dress, a black slip dress. I have a whole, a link actually, a whole 2 articles on how to wear a slip dress. But remarkably, because I have 2 houses, some of my items go back and forth because of functions I have to do when I go home, and I always remember to bring it back. So, so this is another great tank dress. So I've linked a couple of really cute black. This is a long sleeve dress. So these basic dresses, kind of look a little bit boring. Again, many basic pieces look boring, and they look boring until you accessorize them. So what you'd be doing with this kind of a, tank dress is you'd say, okay, I've got this all black column. Yay me, I look cute. Okay, and if you had to go to work, with this on, you could put on a little black bag and a pair of nude pumps, and you'd look great. Okay, but let's say you're like, yeah, but I want to do something fun. I'm going out after work, so you could go to work, with the white blazer on it, so that would look great. Let's take that. So put that into here. And yay, you look really cute. Again, with that same bag. Oh, yes, you look so sharp. Maybe a little strand of pearls. Awesome. But then you're like, yeah, no, that's not what I'm going for. Well, then you could instead pop on the lady sweater. So if you pop that on, and with this, with it open, it'll kind of look like you got on a shirt and top, with a little, with the lady sweater. So that looks great. And then if you want to look a little, just a little edgy, you pop on the olive jacket, the olive cargo jacket. And that's a really kind of a cool look, I think. And that's where I would, again, probably pop out, I would probably go with more of the either cream accents or more of this brown, kind of a look, with a brown, maybe a brownish pump, something along those lines. Of course, you could always wear black. So that's good on the sweat jackets. And no, that's good on the dresses. So that's how we use the dresses, with the layers. That's what makes it look sharp. Okay, the last category we should talk about are tops. And so this is the bomb. Stripes are great. So I actually like two really cute striped tops. They are such a great, stripes always make me feel happy. And so here you could wear this with so many different things. Of course, with white pants, of course, with jeans, yay, you look so cute, right? In with your, tucked in, not tucked in, whatever you want. But it also looks really sharp, with the linen pants. Look at how cute this looks with the linen pants. And the linen pants, and again, that cute hat. You could pop on this cute hat, and be like, okay, yeah, this is looking great. I can see how this would look, with maybe those nude sandals. Okay, so that's great. And can you keep going with this striped shirt? Yes, you can. It works with the olive pants because the blue works. Can you wear it with the black? Yes, you can. Look, you're on it. Black pants or black jeans or black shorts. Yes. Can you wear it with the blue, the lighter pants? Yes, you can. Looks cute with all that. So that's a great piece, a blue striped shirt. I've linked to. They're great. Okay. And then, of course, like we talked about white t-shirts, white shirts are so cute. Of course, you could wear this just over, you can wear this with the white jeans. And with all the pieces I just talked about, the white shirt is so cute. And I usually crisp it up with either the scarf, the sweater tied around the neck, or a little bandana. I linked a link for some bandanas. I have them in lots of colors, and there's lots of colors listed there. I mean, on the link, which is great. So just pop that on, and it just looks cute. Then you could, over that, you could put on, a jean jacket, for instance. You put the jean jacket over the white shirt, and it looks cute. Looks sassy. And then again, on the bottom, you could go all white, with the white jeans, or you could go with the, you could do that. Oh my gosh, so cute. Or you could do, you could just do denim. This is called a double denim, where you do one wash of denim on the bottom and one wash on the top. And the important trick there is don't make them match, keep them separate. So it's still denim, which is considered neutral, but don't try and match them too much. That looks too much, in my opinion. Okay, so that's some ideas on that. Of course, you can keep going with these pieces. Are you getting the drill here? So these things really do work well. I will show you all the pieces and make it all happen in real time, which will be great. A couple more pieces for you to know about. Okay, a lot of people, you either love tank tops or you don't. And this tank top is a great tank top to wear under stuff, like under the shirt, when you open up the shirt, the white shirt, and you have a tank showing, or under the blue and white striped shirt, or under the lady jacket. So you have a little bit of coverage, of your bra and stuff, without having, it's just kind of an elegant piece. But these are by J. Jill, and they're called reversible because the front is a V, see the V? And the back is a U-neck. So depending on the outfit you're wearing, either one works. It's great. I love it. It's been out for years. And then the last two items I think in here are this. This is just a fun Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, any patriotic holiday, I love to trot out the little flag t-shirt. And this one I think is from Macy's. And usually what I'll do for fun is I'll pop it on with a, with a scarf if I'm, if it's going to be, fun and cool. I might, put it on with the white jeans, for instance, and then I would probably pop on the jean jacket over that, or the striped shirt even. You could just pop that little striped shirt over that and just have it open. So all of that's like really cute, patriotic look. And then the last piece is my favorite type of t-shirt. It's this one is by J. Crew, and it's a little striped, it's called the blue and white Breton, Breton, striped tee. I think it's classy. I think it's classic. It goes with everything. This one has gold buttons. I couldn't find my regular one that doesn't. Either one is fine. And this goes well with all these pieces. Look how cute it is with the olive. Look how cute it is, with the shorts, with this color shorts. Look how cute it is, of course, with just your basic, jeans, So yes, yes, yes. And then, of course, it can go with white. And don't be alarmed again about if it doesn't have, if the one you buy is a little creamier, the creams and the whites all work together. Okay, folks, there you have it. It's a long video. Thank you for listening to it. It's so long. I'm sorry, but I want to tell you there's so many options. So if you like this kind of information and it seems interesting to you, remember in the description box, you can actually click on it and it will take you right to the items. You can say, oh my, how much was that? Or how much was that? Or do I want to get that or whatever. But before you do that, look at the outfits and then go take a peek in your closet, see what you got, because you probably have jeans. You probably have, an olive jacket or a black dress. You have some of these things and you could put those pieces together in a more fun way. So please follow along with me down below here. You can follow. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where you are right now. And please comment, and if you like this kind of material. Again, there's a blog there. All of it's free, drjuliesfunlife.com. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this.